Yee. I'm Angela Yee. And Kim Osario is guest hosting today.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kim.
Good morning.
It's Valentine's Day.
It is.
So happy Valentine's Day to you.
You're my Valentine.
You see the flowers? Thank you, MNY Flowers. Nice. You can check them out, mnyflowers.com. I just posted it in my story. These are beautiful. They also did the Way Up flowers.
That have been here for how long?
They've been here since the show started. Okay. So it's been over a year.
Okay, nice.
And look, they still look good.
They look great.
Yeah. I kind of like the look when the flowers aren't still alive. Like it looks dried out flowers. It's pretty. Yeah. So thank you. It's beautiful. Happy Love Day. And even if you're not celebrating with somebody like that, it's still, you know.
Or even if you're celebrating tomorrow.
Or if you're celebrating freedom because you just got out of a bad relationship. You know, we celebrate. All right. Well, let's get the show started with some love and positivity like we do every day, not just on Valentine's Day. 800-292-5150. Call us up and shine a light. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my girl Kim Osario is here with me today.
Hey, hey.
This is really my friend. And we got a lot to talk about. But first, let's start it off with some positivity and some love. And today, I want to shine a light on Charlie Billingsley. Now, if you don't know who she is, she actually founded the Museum for Black Girls that's inside Denver Pavilions. And she's actually from Denver. And so what she did was she every year tried to think of a cool way to celebrate her birthday. And so she wanted to host a gallery night, which was a selfie museum centered around Black women's experiences with pieces representing childhood traditions, and then a history of Black women's success. Well, this turned into a Black Girl Museum, which traveled and is now back in Denver. So they're hoping this is going to be actually a permanent space. So the Museum for Black Girls inside Denver Pavilion. Shout out to Charlie Billingsley. You like that?
I love that.
I would want to travel out there to go see it. And when you look at pictures of it, it just looks beautiful. There's hair products on the wall. There's old dressing rooms that have become mini installations for the museum for Black girls. Plenty of spaces for selfies, things like that. So shout out to her for doing that. And who do you guys want to shine a light on? Spread some love and positivity. 800-292-5150. Ty, who you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on the mother of my kids for standing very strong behind me, being a perfect mother to her kid, you know, working hard, doing her thing as a woman. You know, I just want to shine a light on her and let her know I love her. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day. What's her name?
Lexi.
And how many kids y'all have?
We got 2.
Okay.
Wonderful boys.
And how long y'all been together?
We've been together about 3 years, going on 4.
Okay, we love it. And now, be honest, are you easy to deal with or not?
Nope. Yeah.
All right, well, happy Valentine's Day to Lexi. We extra shine a light on you today. Thank you so much for calling.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yee Tea. And let's talk about Ye. There's a lot of things going on with Kanye now. Kim Osario is guest hosting, and I know she's got some things she wants to say because she used to work for him. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Kim Osario is here with me today.
Hey, hey.
Listen, there's a lot of things about Kim I also sometimes just find out. We were talking about Detroit and Jay Dilla.
Yes.
And I didn't know you actually knew him personally.
Yes.
And you said
Good
he
friend of
introduced
mine.
you to a lot of people.
Yes, he did.
All right. We'll talk about that later. But right now, let's talk about somebody else. I'm not sure if this is your friend or not. But Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign's Vultures One first week projections are in 140,000 first week. So that's a big deal. Number one.
Kanye's always my friend. Let me say that.
Okay.
Love Kanye.
Used to work for him.
I did.
What was that experience like?
It was interesting, exciting, and a little crazy.
These are great words for a resume.
A little crazy.
Had an interesting and exciting...
I mean, just imagine what it would be like to work with Kanye.
Well, he's also denying that Taylor Swift had him kicked out of the Super Bowl because he bought tickets in front of her. Now, Brandon Marshall was on the Paper Route podcast and said that this is what happened.
Kanye West buys a ticket right in front of Taylor Swift's booth.
Oh.
He had a mask on with his logo on the mask, right? Taylor Swift gets off. Sheet Boom Boom makes a call or two. He gets kicked out the stadium. He was trying to leverage her celebrity to
because he knows they're not going to cut to him, so he's like, I'm going to strategically position myself so every time they cut over here to her.
All right, well, a rep for West says that is a completely fabricated rumor and it's not true.
I mean, I don't think he needs to leverage her celebrity at all.
Right. Just show up in a mask with your
and he's going to get the attention. Yeah.
In some weird outfit, and then everybody will be talking. Well, people are also talking about this growth that's on his lip. I know you guys saw it. He just got $850,000 titanium teeth. And there's like a bubble. But I will say, it seems like it's from the dental work that he got done. They probably had to have his mouth held open.
And yeah.
Because actually, when I had to get my wisdom teeth removed, the sides of my mouth had it does kind of make it,
I hate that. What they do at the dentist. That's happened to me when I've gotten my teeth whitened.
Well, he was actually on TMZ and he was basically talking about his album, talking about his wife and why he posted her all those times and things like this. And so somebody said, what's that little testicle hanging from your lip?
But I don't come out the house if I have a pimple. I'm staying in the house. He got enough money to wait this one out. I want him to wait it
was
out.
Super Bowl.
I don't know.
He probably didn't know that was going to happen. All right, now Shaq, in the meantime, told Kanye to stop, can I say itching and snitching? All right, would it be? I said itching. Relax. They said, according to Shaq, he said, who cares? Stop itching and snitching. I know you saw me at the Super Bowl. I was waiting for you to say something smart. Man up. Nobody want to see you crying. Man up, little boy.
Ooh, wow.
That was harsh, Shaq.
It was.
Now, people were like, well, if you saw him, why didn't you say something to him in that case? But yeah, so that's what Shaq had to say to Kanye, and then so on and so forth. But one last thing we want to talk about before we get into About Last Night, the Fool in Love concert.
I'm so excited.
I don't care. Me and Kim are so excited about this. This is at SoFi Stadium in LA. Lionel Richie and Diana Ross, Nile Rodgers and Chic, Al Green, Santana, Charlie Wilson, Gladys Knight, the Isley Brothers, Shaka Khan. I mean, this is a stacked lineup. The OJs, the Jacksons.
I can't wait.
War, the Spinners, the Whispers, the Emotions, Dionne Warwick. I know a lot of kids are like, who are these people?
Right.
But we're excited. Smokey Robinson is on the bill. George Clinton, Kool and the Gang, Shalimar, Cameo, SOS Band, Heatwave, Pointer Sisters,
El DeBarge,
Mary Jane Girls. I had a bowling party once and El DeBarge came to my bowling party and I almost fainted.
Really?
Yeah.
You fan out for that?
I did. Yeah. It's not people you normally.
That's the stuff you grew up on. All the music you hear right now is sampled from all of these artists.
Well, and I feel like it's my parents. When I know that they were into something, I did offer El DeBarge a drink, and he was like, "Oh, I can't. I'm in recovery." I was like, "Sorry." All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea. When we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. I had a good one. It's way up.
Oh, About Last Night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. I'm here with my girl, Kim Osario, guest hosting.
Hey.
What'd you do last night, Kim? Not to attack you that way.
Jeez, right.
I know.
I don't even know. Wait, no, last night, I was working.
Oh, there's some screaming going on in the hallway. I don't know what just happened. I just hear screaming.
No, I was filming for The Impact.
Okay. Oh, we got to talk about The Impact later today, too, because the way Kim and I operate is we constantly are sending messages back and forth to each other.
Yes, we
and
are.
I saw some things on social media regarding The Impact with Cleo Trapper and with Chinese Kitty. And just now, I might as well say, in full transparency, I actually hosted the launch for The Impact, the premiere party.
Thank you.
And I was specifically asked not to say anything about Chinese Kitty and Cleo Trapper not getting along.
Yikes.
When we did that, and they clearly did not want to be near each other, speak to each other. So it's not just for TV. For some reason in real life, and maybe you'll give us some more insight, Kim, when we talk about it.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I can do that, but let's try.
Yeah, and I love to always hear your thoughts because Kim is very unfiltered to the point where she might say what she's not supposed to say. Well, yesterday I was actually having a meeting, and the meeting was I don't want to disclose too much, but it was about online dating.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever done online dating?
Never. And I never will.
Why? See, now that's what I want to talk about because that's what we were discussing, why people have this reaction to it.
I know. I've never tried it. I do know people who have gotten married.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
And it worked out for them. Mm-hmm. Or actually they're divorced now, so maybe it didn't.
We know people who met in real life and that happened.
Right. But I do know people who who meet people online. I don't know. There's something about it for me. It's just, I want to know you, and I feel like I'm always thinking of like the whole catfishing thing.
All right. Well, yeah. And I want to say this because I was having a conversation about, I've heard that people who pay for online dating services as opposed to free ones are usually more serious
and successful. Yes.
And yes, to finding, somebody to be with. And so now they have like different levels for services, right? Like I know Tinder, they have like Tinder Gold, they have Tinder Select and all of those things. There's Tinder Plus, Tinder Gold, and Tinder Platinum, and then Tinder Select, which is like $500 a month, by the way.
Wow.
So it's just something I was talking about, whether or not you would do online dating. And
I think I'm just old fashioned. I don't know. I know a lot of people who do it, and they like doing it. I don't know. I'm scarred by like social media and the stuff that I see online.
Well, what they're saying is paid subscriptions tend to grant better search facilities, which can save you time. And getting to know someone takes time, so you can filter through it better. But anyway, that is your About Last Night. When we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. It's time for you guys to tell us a secret. Y'all be so mad in these comments. I see people like, this show, what is this material? But it's not my fault. This is real life, like real life secrets. 800-292-5150. We are not here to judge you. We just want to hear your secret. It's me and Kim. It's Way Up.
Yo. Way Up.
Shh. This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Kim Osario is here. You ready for this?
Yes.
I know you produce reality TV, so this should be amazing. Tell us a secret, but this is real. 800-292-5150.
Let's go.
Hello, anonymous caller. What's your secret?
Well, yeah, I've been married a year now.
Congrats.
And I just had to get it on my chest that I ended up having a threesome at my bachelor party.
Ooh! With the strippers?
Yeah.
You sound upset about
everything was safe and sound, but...
Well, it was before the wedding.
Yeah,
so.
It was the bachelor party. Were you super drunk or...
No, I just felt like, I had to release the beast one last time before I dedicated myself.
Do you feel worse after doing that?
In a way, I do. I feel bad because, I had been faithful for 6 years before we got married, and all of a sudden, that just happened.
You have a lot of remorse.
Complicated.
Yeah. You sound like you have a lot of remorse for what you did, and
he also sounds like he may be worried that what if you think she'll ever find out?
No, she will never find out.
What would you say?
And it made me feel bad because she didn't have a bachelorette party.
I was gonna say, what if she had a bachelorette party and did that?
I know, right? She didn't have one, so I snuck me one in though.
Oh, she don't even know you had a bachelor party?
No, she don't.
Wow. All right, now since you guys have been married for this past year, things have been good though?
Wonderful.
Okay.
I love her to death. I would never do anything to jeopardize my marriage or hurt her any kind of way.
All right. Okay. Well, listen, thank you for sharing that secret with us, and I hope, you putting it out there and getting it off your chest can make you move on the way you need to.
And I appreciate y'all for taking the time to listen.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, anonymous caller. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Thank you. You want to tell us a secret?
I've been secretly sleeping with my neighbor for 3 years, and my husband has no idea.
There's a lot of sleeping with neighbors that call in for Tell Us a Secret. For 3 years. So you actually like your neighbor?
It's a relationship.
Yes, I do. Honestly, my neighbor is an ex of mine, and my husband don't know that either.
Wow. So this is somebody you have feelings for. Do you still want to be married, or is it making you reconsider that?
It's not making me reconsider. It's just right now it's fun, and it feels good, honestly.
Do you ever get worried that you might get caught?
No, my husband works overnight.
Because what if he pop up at home? Like,
I don't know. We think about that all the time, but we have a plan B if something like that ever happens. Hopefully.
What if your neighbor is like in love with you though, and what if he gave you an ultimatum like, I don't want to sneak around anymore?
Then I'll let it go.
Okay. I like the convenience of like right next door.
Right.
Like you just creep out.
As soon as he
right
leaves for work. Do you still have sex with your husband, or does that slow that down because you're getting it somewhere else? I'm just curious.
It kind of slowed it down because I'm more into my neighbor, and it's like my husband's never there.
This feels like something she could talk to her husband about. Like, we got to be here more. Like, we got to figure this out or schedule well, happy Valentine's Day.
Stay protected.
Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you too.
All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. What you think, Kim?
Wow.
We outside? No, I'm kidding.
People are outside.
People are outside.
People are outside. I don't know what you thought.
Listen, we keep
I'm
talking
learning.
about having a hoedown, and let's talk about it because when we come back with Yeetie, let's discuss Beyonce and her country music. There were some claims that radio stations did not want to play it. We'll discuss that. It's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my girl Kim Osario is here guest hosting today.
That's right. I'm here.
That's right. All right. Well, Sony Music, their revenues have jumped 16%, and that is thanks to SZA and streaming. Okay, so she's really the one who led the way, and more growth in streaming royalties as well. So shout out to SZA.
Shout out to her. I gave her a lot of money last year.
Oh, for going to see that. That's right.
My daughter loves SZA.
I remember you told me that, and I went to the concert too. I don't go to a whole lot of concerts, but that was one I wasn't about to miss.
Spent a lot of money.
All right, now I want to talk about the Impact New York. There's a back and forth now with Cleo Trapper and Chinese Kitty. Now, Cleo Trapper posted, "You whack Ice Spice sidekick, little Bill in the face, bad body B, keep Kitty's name out of your mouth when you know you're really," I can't even read these words.
Well, yeah, she posted a message that was sent to her.
But we don't know who the message is from.
Right, we don't know who sent the message.
The phone number is on there, though. So
yes, she did have the phone number.
But we know who it's from. And she said, "So y'all are telling me this girl was going to say a colorist comment but caught herself? Oh, you're right, because after the premiere of the first episode, I received this anonymous text, and being that I have a brand new number and it was shared with her through a cast group chat." So she's basically accusing Chinese Kitty of, sending this message out. And here's what she's saying about catching herself.
"I could fight you right here. I could fight you right here.
We're not
Yeah,
doing
go ahead
that.
and act like the
Act like the... Okay. I don't know what she was about to say, so it's hard for me to... But Cleo Trapper feels how she feels
That's
about it.
how she feels,
and the two of them
right?
do not get along at all. And this is all over the stylist, right? Can you give us a little more insight into that?
I mean, it's hard for me, right, having been through this over the last, I don't know how many months, working with this wonderful show that you should watch on Monday nights on VH1 at 9 p.m.
The Impact.
The Impact, New York. But look, it happens, right? Sometimes you get on a show, you just don't get along.
Things go left.
You just don't get along, and that's okay. But you got to respect each other, right? You got to come to work. And I think, they had history before the show.
So what happened is Chinese Kitty's stylist, who's also her friend, she doesn't get along with... He didn't
get along with Cleo, or I don't even want to say didn't get along. I don't really know what their relationship was before they came on the show, right?
But it was, she hired him to do a job.
She hired him to do something.
He didn't fulfill the responsibilities, and it's
there was history there.
I don't mess with you.
Right, and now you come on a show together and this stuff comes up, as it does. That's what's going to happen when you get in front of the camera. And the cameras really heighten things,
right? Yeah.
Because
people weighing
you're doing it in front of the world, and then you have everybody else's opinion, and then you have your interview confessionals where you can say what you want to say, and people really start to hear how you feel.
They may not see it in real time; they see it when it airs,
and that's what's happening.
All right, now let's talk about Beyonce and her new country music songs. A small town Oklahoma radio station's under fire. A listener accused them of purposely borrowing Beyonce's new country songs, but according to reports now, the whole thing was warped and it's been resolved. Here is the Texas Hold'em song.
This ain't Texas, ain't no Hold'em.
All right, definitely
That's
a country song.
music.
So the person, I guess, had requested that song at the local country station and then got an email back saying, "Hi, we do not play Beyonce as we are a country music station. Thank you." But the station is saying it was a mix-up. They didn't realize that it was a country song.
Yeah.
And so that's what it was. So now they are playing it and it's being serviced. And Beyonce's producer, Killer B, is talking about maybe some collabs and what's going to be happening for this new album.
When Act 2 comes out, would it be fair for Beyonce's fans to expect there are going to be some guest artists on that album?
Let's just say that she is on the approach of shocking the world.
All right, let's see. Tell us what.
I want a Michael Jackson. When he said all that, I was like, oh, is Michael Jackson going to collaborate with her?
Well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, under the radar, these are the stories that are flying under the radar. And being that it's Valentine's Day, we got good news and bad news for you. It's way up.
Listen to news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's way up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Kim Osario is here.
I am Kim.
And we're celebrating Valentine's Day with y'all. This is like our Galentine's Day on the air. It's time for Under the Radar. Now, a relationship expert, Jamie Bronstein, is saying that you should be cautious about being with somebody who is an only child, who grew up alone. All right? Now, if you date, look for red flags like not feeling prioritized enough. If you're doing all the work in the relationship and putting in all the effort, then it's time to communicate your needs. And issues with sharing, avoiding conflict, and high expectations can be negatives to having a partner who doesn't have siblings. Have you ever dated an only child?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I could see how that would be true. Because they're all about themselves.
You know, so they're used to being a priority, and sometimes they can be a little bit selfish. So that's one of the things that you can deal with. It's not don't do it, but it's watch out for those red flags and be able to communicate.
I can see that.
Yes. All right. Syphilis is skyrocketing. Now, experts are worried about nobody caring about it. They said we need to talk about it. It's a huge problem. The situation is serious, and they're concerned that many members of the general public don't seem bothered by it, going about sex without taking the precautions that you need to take. You know, they said syphilis, a lot of people don't care because it was actually pretty rare for a while, but now
it's back.
Yeah. And even like with people who are giving birth, there's like the cases have risen 3 times. So I'm just telling you guys some things that can happen. Total blindness.
Oh, wow.
Is one thing. Permanent vision impairment, is a consequence from that if it's left untreated. And if you allow it to fester, because it can't be treated with antibiotics, it can affect your brain, your nervous system. It can cause dementia. And in some cases that are very severe, it can cause death.
Wow.
So you should pay attention.
Use a condom.
Yeah, to what's going on and get tested. Because God forbid you have it, at least it's treatable.
Right.
Now, you should put sex on the calendar today for Valentine's Day, according to reports. It's a great opportunity to put it on a calendar, but don't just focus on the act itself at the end of the evening. Focus on it all day.
Wow.
Kim, are you texting somebody special today?
Oh, stop
to let them know later on.
Stop this. Stop this
get enough sleep the night before, eat healthy, go to the gym, be kind to your partner, collaborate on chores, put your phone away, have a romantic dinner, whatever it is that you do, get into that sexual mindset. Yes, and deepen your awareness and make a list of 3 things. It could be some fun things, your pet peeves, your sensitivities, and see what your partner has on their list. So bring awareness to certain aspects, reignite your inner spark, keep an open mind. Maybe you want to try something you never did before.
Wear sexy pajamas, ladies.
Ooh. Now, you didn't say lingerie, you said pajamas.
That's my problem. I'm trying to convince myself.
All right?
That's my problem.
You don't have to say sexy pajamas.
Right.
You can just say lingerie.
Sexy lingerie. All right. Sorry, I'm learning.
All right. Well, we're going to get you some sexy pajamas. Maybe some flannels with butt opens in the back. All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Wear them sexy pajamas, y'all. We got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, all things Valentine's Day today. We're going to be talking to you. And we have Ask Ye, 800-292-5150. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Kim Osario is here. Hey. Let's get into some Yee Tea. Now, this was a little messy, and I will say, it's hard to watch people's family drama play out on social media.
Yes, it is.
But this all started with Club Shay Shay, as a lot of things are starting nowadays.
Exactly.
And MoNique was on Club Shay Shay talking about repairing her relationship with her son, Shalon. And then her son, Shalon, responded. He actually went live because he said he felt like this was the best way for his voice to be heard and for him to say what he wanted to say. Here's part of what he said.
To address the Club Shay Shay interview that she did, where she states that she prays to the universe in regards to reconciling our relationship, as I stated, is odd. My mother and I both know that that is a very false narrative, and I would like to free her of having to continue telling that lie.
Okay, now MoNique went on social media then and responded, and of course she was with her husband while the two of them sat there and discussed what they feel like is happening here. Pretty much defended herself against what he had to say, and here's what she said.
There's some people that are saying, oh, you should be ashamed of your mothering skills. You should be ashamed of yourself. This is what I'll say. Let's let it play out. Because the same ones that said to me, I was crazy, I was deranged, we watched it play out. So just like with my son, we'll watch this play out.
All right. And, you know, there were some things about him not being able to call his stepfather dad and things like that.
It's always really hard, especially with your kids, right? I never want to have to address anything in public with my kids. It's a hard position to be in, but
all right.
Therapy.
And it felt like her husband talked more than she did when it came to responding to Shalon. And then MoNique went on to post some receipts, some text messages between her and her son. She said, hey, my sweet babies, here are the receipts from a mother who allegedly does not love her son. We are sharing this with you, Shalon, and the community. Some will completely get it, others won't. We love us for real. But then people were having some backlash because the messages are 3 years old. And so
the more you
post,
I think you just leave it alone when it comes to like those type of family situations. You just gotta go,
or you gotta just say I love my child,
right?
And that's it.
And
period.
that's it.
And we will handle this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, MoNique also in that Club Shay Shay interview, just to bring this back up, said some things about Tiffany Haddish, and here's what she said originally.
And she said, "Well, I don't do business like MoNique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers." And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs. If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment.
All right. Well, Tiffany Haddish did respond afterward. And the way Tiffany Haddish said she's going to address it. All right. And here's what she said.
It felt like an auntie talking to me. You know how we do. So I was like, oh, dang, I've been on your mind. I didn't even know I was on your mind. So I'm grateful.
All right. Well, and she did say she has respect for MoNique, too.
Yeah. Pettiness, though, all around the board.
I mean,
like
D.L. Hughley has some things to say. He said, let me make something very clear. The things you know about me that you judge me on in these comments is because I made them known. I accepted accountability and responsibility. You don't stand on truth until you can stand on the worst of what you've done and accept your fault. You can't hurt me with the very truth I took accountability for.
People just need to talk to each other at this point. Y'all just putting it all on social and it's for the public to see. Just talk to each other.
This comedian beef is like rapper
It's a
beef.
lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
All right, well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150. Any question you have, me and Kim are here to help you out. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Kim Osario is here. Now, one thing about both me and Kim is we love stand-up comedy, and we go to comedy shows together all the time. So for Ask Yee, this is a good one for both of us to answer. 800-292-5150. Tracy, what's up? What's your question?
I have such stage fright, but I want to get on stage and become a comedian.
Okay. And what?
Listen, my passengers tell me I'm funny. But the problem is my brother and my husband are comedians, and I don't want to make them look bad.
The only way that you're going to get good at it is to actually do it.
Do it.
Yeah. I actually did this series on Facebook called Mastery of Comedy, where I had Ida Rodriguez, Donnell Rawlings, Roy Wood Jr., and Carlos Miller giving tips to up-and-coming comics on things that you can do on stage to improve when it comes to delivery, being more comfortable. You should watch that because they gave some really great tips, and you got to see the difference from when they first started on stage to where they are now. I would recommend you do some smaller rooms, let people film you so that you can look back at it and see what you need to improve on, you know, and to get physically comfortable on stage, though, you have to actually do it. And that's all there is to it. And you have to know that sometimes it may not be the best at first, but you're learning.
Can't you, like, picture everybody in their underwear? Is that what you're supposed to do?
And you could get up there, and part of you being nervous could be part of your set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's relatable. Maybe you go up there and sit down like you're driving in Lyft and Uber and be like, look, y'all, they done told me I was funny in the car, so I'm going to get up here and pretend I'm driving Lyft and Uber so I can be more comfortable.
Right now. She's writing the stand-up.
Somewhere, I'm not going to tell my husband.
But just so you know, the worst thing that could happen is
you can get booed.
Yeah, and it can go viral.
Yeah, and then your career's over. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But at least it didn't really start.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Right, and that's it. Look, go up there, talk about the worst thing that could happen, right? And make it sound even worse than that. Yeah.
Okay.
But you know,
Thank you.
Tracy, people
Yes.
can relate to what it is that you're going through right now, though. Wanting to start something new and being scared and being nervous. And I think that once you overcome it and you look back on that time when you were so nervous and so scared, you're going to be like, it is amazing to see what this journey has been. There's no better feeling than being scared to do something and accomplishing it.
No risk, no
I agree.
no risk, no reward, Tracy.
I agree.
All right. Well, thank you for calling. All right.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
That was Ask Ye, 800-292-5150 in case you couldn't get through. And being that it's Valentine's Day, we put out a special episode on lip service with Chiclet and Melanie. You know them from being a viral couple, but Kim, you know them from working with them
From
on
the
the
Impact,
New York. And so one thing we talked about was role reversals. Here's what they had to say. So you think if you guys got married, you would stay home and be like the Manny?
Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind being in the crib. I'm like, you have these goals of wanting to be an actor. I already knew that, but that's why I was mad about the kid situation when she brought it up. Like, I want to have kids. I'm like, for what? So I could be home with the kids?
Yeah.
The roles reversed.
So the question is, what do you think about traditional roles and reversing those traditional roles?
They're necessary.
They are, right?
When I first left my daughter home for the first time with my ex-husband, he cut her finger and she bled for hours. Okay. That's all I
Well,
wanna
we'll
say.
talk about it more when we come back. We want to see what you guys think. Kim's got some stories. 800-292-5150. Tell us what you think is way up.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee and Kim Osario is here. Me and Kim are both like, would you say, is the term alpha females? I don't know what you would call it. But anyway,
We're
I would
bosses.
say we're both really take charge in everyday life as far as our roles in the workplace.
Yes.
But when it comes to relationships, right? Do you have like any type of traditional roles that you prefer, that you find yourself in personality wise?
Absolutely.
What is that?
I do the cooking. I do the cleaning.
You've been sitting here talking about cooking all day too.
Yes, these are my womanly thing. I'm very submissive in a relationship.
Okay.
Right? Unless triggered.
And then
that's
but
a
you know
different
what
story.
it is. But when you feel safe,
yes,
and loved,
yes, I will do all the womanly duties.
Okay. I am much of a planner still in a relationship. Like I plan like the
You're
trips
a planner in general.
That's
You're
what
always
I'm saying.
planning.
I'm still like
Yeah.
that. But I don't know if I'm overwhelming. I don't think I am.
I don't think you're overwhelming in a relationship. A lot of women who are bosses in the workplace, they at home are something completely different.
And I will do like all the laundry, the cleaning up and
Me too.
everything. But that's how I am, like a little OCD anyway.
Right.
But I want to hear what you guys think. Here's what Chiclet and Melanie had to say on lip service. So you think if you guys got married, you would stay home and be like the Manny?
Hell yeah. I wouldn't mind being in the crib. I'm like, you have these goals of wanting to be an actor. I already knew that, but that's why I was mad about the kid situation when she brought it up. Like, I want to have kids. I'm like, for what? So I could be home with the kids?
Yeah.
The roles reversed.
All right, well, that episode is out right now, and we want to hear your thoughts about perhaps role reversals, right? What traditional roles are. We have Jessica on the line. What's up, Jessica?
I'm doing well. How are you, Yee?
I'm good. It's me and Kim. We're talking about role reversal. What do you think about that in a relationship?
So I don't necessarily see it being an issue. Like, I'm single, but throughout, like, a lot of my relationships, I was always the leader. And I can be submissive. Let me just sit there and make that very clear. But the only problem is that a lot of dudes lack leadership, and I would not want a dude to lead me into a dark abyss.
Ooh, okay. That you have to, and you know what? That's why it's about trust, right? Like you can allow somebody to lead if you trust their leadership. Hey, Ebony, how are you?
Hi, Angela. How are you?
It's me and Kim, and we're talking about role reversals.
Hey. I feel like it depends. I'm very independent, so sometimes some dominance comes out if I'm talking or starting to date somebody. I feel like if a man just comes correct and is on his macho and financially, taking care of me and doing what he has to do, then I could be very submissive.
Okay. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
You have to
You
feel
gotta do that.
safe.
Yes.
You have to feel like I can allow myself to let you
And provided for.
But it's nice to know you don't need it.
Right.
You allow it. All right.
Absolutely. I agree.
Well, thank you, Ebony.
Thank you.
Hey, Gio, how are you?
Hey, Yee, how's it going?
I'm good. It's me and Kim, and we're talking about your role in a relationship. What would you say is your role? And how do you feel about reversals?
So with reversals, I'm not opposed to it. I feel like in my relationship, depending on certain things, I'm submissive, and my wife is like super like on top of things, like she's dominant. But you know, like we're taking care of the household. I feel like I'm more dominant in that area, but I don't try to do it all. You know, like you know, she wants to take a lead sometimes. It's totally fine with me.
Okay, good. That's a trust thing.
Yeah,
You trust
but it
each
sounds
other.
traditional,
Yeah.
right? Sounds like she's doing the housework, right?
Yeah, well, she'll put me to do certain housework, like especially the dishes, taking out the trash, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she has to
and
make you
I'll
do
even-
it. She has to make you do it.
You know, sometimes
Yeah,
y'all
I mean,
don't do the dishes right. It'd
Yeah.
be like, who did these dishes?
Yeah.
That's how she is when I try to clean the bathroom. She does it all over again by herself.
Of course.
Like,
Yeah, because you
okay.
know why? Because y'all cleaning is more like straightening up. But we still appreciate the efforts.
Hands and knees.
Right.
All right. Thank you for calling.
All right, thank you.
All right. Well, make sure you watch that full episode of Lip Service with Chucklet and Melanie because it's out now. It's our Valentine's Day special. Me and Kim, just two traditional gals.
Thanks for having me here on Valentine's Day.
Yes, and when we come back, of course, we have the last word with y'all as the stars of the show. It's Way Up.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and I've been here with my Valentine date all morning and afternoon, Kim Osario.
Hey.
Thanks, Kim, for guest hosting. We also went to go see Wicked together on Broadway.
This is my moment right now.
I know. Calm
This
down.
is
Go
my
ahead,
moment.
Kim. Go with it.
Oh my God. I love Wicked. It's my favorite Broadway show of all time.
When I mentioned that I was going to see it, she was like, please, please, please bring me. And she's been sending me
I
the
begged.
trailers. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. I hope you have an amazing rest of the day, whatever it is that you're doing. You know, thank you to MNY Flowers for the beautiful flowers that I have here today. To everybody who listens to the show, because this show is all about y'all, make sure you check out Chicklet and Melanie on Lip Service. We did a really special Valentine's Day Lip Service episode on couples, and they're such a cute, fun couple.
I love them.
Yeah.
Watch them on The Impact.
Yes, watch them on The Impact. I feel like y'all should do their wedding special.
You know what?
Because they are
Hey.
getting married in September.
They gave all that tea, huh?
Yep.
It's
Listen
so
to
hard,
the episode.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you guys, check in with us tomorrow. Tag us for your Valentine's Day. I want to see what you're doing. If you're not doing anything, if you're staying in the house and watching Love is Blind, because that's out today like I am, we want to hear about it. And in the meantime, you guys have the last word.
I just want to shine a light on my amazing daughter, Naomi Williams. She's going to be graduating this year. She is my Valentine, along with my amazing partner, Dwayne. I appreciate them both, and I cherish them, and I hope this actually makes it to air, and so they can actually hear this. Happy Valentine to both of them.
Hey, Angela, this your boy Fresh, a.k.a. Abdul from Minnesota. I just want to give a shout-out and a shine a light on my beautiful wife, my gorgeous wife, and God, Allah. Thank you so much, wifey. She is the best thing that ever happened to me. She gave me two beautiful kids, two beautiful girls, and I'm thankful for that. And not just on Valentine's or any day, but every day. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.